Everyone tells you about Ghana. The akwaba, the warm handshakes, the kente cloth that photographs beautifully. But nobody tells you that your credit card is basically decorative here. Nobody tells you that Accra traffic is going to make everything that you thought you knew about being on time completely irrelevant. Nobody tells you what fufu is, how you eat it, or what happens to first-time travelers when they try to chew it in public. And nobody, I mean nobody, warns you to block off the entire afternoon after Cape Coast Castle, or that you'll need to do that for reasons you won't fully understand until you're standing there. I went to Ghana thinking I was prepared. I was wrong about most of it, not in the ways that hurt you, but in the ways that change you. These are 10 hard truths about traveling to Ghana. Some of them are practical to keep you from looking like stupid practical. And then some of them are the kind of truths that sit in you for a long time, even after the trip is over. All 10 will make this trip actually matter for you. So let's get into it. They say that travel heals and awakens the spirit. On my quests, I find and share stories of ordinary people doing extraordinary things in interesting places. My name is Gibbs, and I travel for culture. I've made full documentaries in Ghana. Accra, Cape Coast, the castle itself. I've walked the streets, I've eaten the food, and I've stood in the dungeon. And what I'm about to tell you is what I wish someone had handed me before I even boarded the plane. This video is for the diaspora, the person whose DNA test came back West African and something shifted in you. It's for the one who's been saying, I'll go to Ghana for the last 15 years. The traveler who knows that there's a difference between touring Africa and coming home to Africa. These are 10 truths, some practical and some permanent. Here we go. Truth number 1, your credit card is a prop in Ghana, but here's what actually works. Let's start with something nobody puts in the travel brochure. You're going to land in Accra, full of excitement, credit cards ready, Apple Pay loaded, feeling like you've handled your business. And Ghana will look at all of that and shrug. See, most of the places that you want to go, the chop bars, the street markets, the roadside vendors cooking the best food that you've ever had, they do not take your card. And your bank is going to see a transaction from Accra at 11 p.m. at night and flag your entire account as suspicious on a Tuesday in the middle of your trip. This is not hypothetical. Plan for it. Here is what you actually need. Number 1, get Ghana cedis before you even leave the airport. There are foreign exchange bureaus right inside of arrivals. The rate isn't perfect, but it's fine for day 1. Number 2, MTN mobile money. They call it Momo. Momo? I think it's Momo. Download the app before you land. This is how Ghana runs, not just tourists, not just markets. This is how your neighbor pays for rent, buys groceries, sends money to a mother in Kumasi. Momo is not a workaround, it's the infrastructure. And number 3, carry small bills. Handing someone a 200 CD note at a street stall is like handing someone a $100 bill for a cup of coffee. They don't have the change. They won't go get change. The transaction, it just ends. So make sure that you call your bank before you leave. Tell them where you're going and for how long. Set up international access. This takes all of 10 minutes and saves you from standing in a market in Jamestown looking like you've never heard of money before. The money system in Ghana is not broken. It's just not built for you. Adjust. Truth number 2. The streets will feed your soul, but the hotel menu, it's a trap. Your hotel will offer you a traditional Ghanaian breakfast for something close to around $18. And outside your hotel, I mean literally outside the front door, there is a woman who's been cooking since before you woke up. She's making wache, that's rice and beans cooked together, served with eggs and fish and fried plantain and shito. And it's like a complete world view in a bowl. It's some of the best thing that you ever try. And it costs like 12 CDs, which is like $1, 9 cents or something like that. So eat outside. The chop bar is your best friend in Ghana. No menu, no decor, no ambience, just women who know exactly what they're doing, and their food proves it. Now, listen, come close. Here is how you know it's safe, and that's high turnover. If there is a line of Ghanaians waiting, you wait in that line. They are not uninformed. They are the most informed people that's available to you. So what you need to try is fufu with groundnut soup, banku with tilapia, and kilawilli. Kilawilli? Kilawilli? Kilawilli. Yeah. Fried plantain spiced in ways that'll make you question every other fried plantain you've ever eaten. Now, and this is important, when you eat fufu, you do not chew it. You pull a small piece, you roll it, you dip it in the soup, and you swallow. I watched someone, not naming their names, sit at our table in Africa and chew their fufu, and the entire table went silent. Don't be that person. Got it? For safety, bottled water only, not tap. Avoid pre-cut fruit from street stalls. It's the rinse water that's the issue, not the fruit itself. And make sure you're eating at chop bars that have a line and that's really busy. If you follow those tips, you'll be fine. The deeper truth underneath the practical. Listen, fufu didn't start as a cuisine. Fufu started as survival. These dishes fed families through colonialism, through land disposition, and also through everything that was done to strip this continent of what it built. So when you eat from a woman at a street stall in Accra, you're not being adventurous. You're paying respect. Eat slow, know what you're eating. Truth number 3. Accra traffic is a full contact sport, and you will not win. I need you to mentally prepare for the traffic. Yeah, I said what I said. Accra, the traffic, it's a living organism, and it does not follow the same rules that you know. The lanes are suggestions. The horns are a second language. And they're not angry horns, they're communicating horns. Someone turning, horn. Taxi available, horn. Saw a friend cross the street, horn. Just feeling alive on a Tuesday, horn. I come from a city and I thought I knew traffic, but Ghana's traffic looked at everything that I thought I knew and it just laughed and kept doing exactly what it was doing. So here's the practical breakdown. Uber works in Accra. Download it before you land. Use it. The pricing is fair. Your driver will navigate the chaos, so you won't have to navigate your mortality. If you ask for a regular taxi though, and sometimes you will, make sure that you negotiate the fare before you get in. Now this is not optional. You'll agree on the price at the door before you even sit down into the taxi and before they start the engine, not when you arrive. A driver who won't tell you the price before you get in? Find another driver. Now, do not try to drive yourself. This is not me being dramatic. The road signage is inconsistent. Google Maps gets confused and you'll end up somewhere very far from where you intended to be. Just don't. Now, what you want to do is add 45 minutes to every travel estimate that you make in Accra. Every one. Trust me. Now on to the tros. And those are the packed minibuses with no fixed schedule, no apps, no algorithms, and they just leave when they're full. They stop when someone needs to get off, and they cost literally almost nothing. And honestly, that's the most honest transportation system I've ever been on. No optimization, no surge pricing, just people going in the same direction, sharing the same journey, and getting there together. Now, that's not chaos, that's community. Ghana Traffic will teach you patience, whether you enrolled in that class or not. And what you need to do is just accept the lesson. Truth number 4. Ghanaians will greet you like family, but a family has rules. The Aqaba is real, and I want to say that clearly before I start anything else. If you've ever heard that Ghanaians are warm and welcoming, this is not tourism and marketing. It's genuinely, specifically, memorably true. You will feel it the first time that a stranger greets you like they've been waiting for you to return. But the family has rules, and the rules matter. The left hand, you'll never eat with it, never hand something to someone with it, and never offer it in a greeting. In Ghanaian tradition, the left hand is reserved for hygiene. Handing an elder something with your left hand is not a small mistake, it's a statement. And that's not a statement that you want to make. And number 2, you're going to greet the eldest person in the room first, always. This is not optional. It shows respect. Sometimes they may not even be the most talkative, but they are the eldest, and this is not negotiable. Number 3, photography. For photography, you're going to ask every single time, do you mind if I take your picture? Not just for portraits, for someone's stall, their food, their livelihood, their children. Ask first and wait for a yes. If they say no, lower your camera and say thank you. That's it. No negotiating required. Number 4, you'll want to learn at least 3 phases in Tree before you land. Tree is one of the languages spoken in Ghana. Madasi, thank you. Etase, how are you? Akwaba, welcome. Use it on them and watch and see what happens on their face. Lastly, Sundays in Ghana is sacred. A significant portion of Accra is in church from early morning till late in the afternoon, dressed beautifully, singing in ways that'll stop you mid-street. The energy of the entire city shifts on a Sunday. Match that energy. Dress modestly, quiet your volume, and don't fight the pace. These aren't rules for tourists. These are operating systems of a civilization that was functioning well before you were there. Long before anything you were taught was called civilized. And we're going to respect that. Truth number 5. You are going to pay the diaspora tax. And here's how you handle it. You're going to walk into a market in Accra. You're going to pick something up. The vendor is going to give you a price. That price is going to be optimistic. The vendor who opened at 200 CDs, she looked at me and assessed my situation completely and opened at 200 CDs. I said 50. She laughed, not the funny type laugh, but the bless your heart type laugh. And we landed at 90. We both knew that 90 was the number the entire time. This is the diaspora tax. And before you get offended, let me give you the full picture. Negotiation is not optional and it's not offensive. It is the expected cultural ritual of market commerce in this space. When you don't negotiate, you're not being generous. You're skipping a social exchange that both parties are supposed to enjoy. So negotiate with warmth, with a smile. Let it be a conversation, not a transaction. Now, you need to know the actual price before you shop. You can ask your guide or someone at your accommodation or someone that's local that you started to trust to know the ballpark so that you're not operating completely in the dark. Now, don't over negotiate. There's a difference between getting a fair price and grinding down over the equivalent of 50 cents. One is a cultural exchange and the other is something else. You will know the difference when you reach it and stop there. Now, here is the deeper layer because this is that type of channel. The reason the diaspora tax exists is not dishonesty, it's history. The wealth that was extracted from this continent over 4 centuries did not stay here. It went somewhere else. It built somewhere else. It built the cities we flew in from. And that economic gap is still speaking today, every single day, in every market interaction that you will have. Your $20 is a week's wages in that market. That context doesn't mean you let yourself get taken advantage of. It means that you carry that knowledge with you when you negotiate. Bargain with respect. Your dollar goes further here than you earned it. That's not a brag. That's history. Truth number 6. Your body is about to file a formal complaint. Prepare it. Okay, real talk. Day 3 in Ghana, my stomach filed a formal complaint with my brain. My brain reviewed the petition, weighed the fufu, the chop bar, the shito that someone described to me as mild, and it rejected the complaint unanimously. But the fufu was worth it, right? But your body is going to give opinions to you in Ghana. And here's what you need to do before it starts giving you its feedback. Number 1, your yellow fever vaccination. This is required to enter the country. You need the card, the little yellow booklet. No card, and they can vaccinate you at the border on arrival, but this is not what you want your welcome experience to be once you're entering the country. Get it at least 10 days before you travel and carry the card in your passport. Number 2, malaria prophylaxis. Take it. Talk to your doctor before you go. You start before you leave, you take the pills through the trip, and you finish after you get back. Ghana is malaria country, and this is not optional. Number 3, hydrate constantly. Accra runs hot and humid. You're going to sweat through things you didn't know could sweat. Bottled water everywhere. If you think you've had enough water, drink more water. That's my advice. The stomach calibration is real. Your gut has never met these bacteria before. Day 2 or day 3 might be a little bit rough, so pack some Imodium. It's not failure, it's preparation. When you're eating, start with smaller portions of the street food and let your system catch up to your enthusiasm. Now here is the truth underneath the practical. Some people describe standing in West African heat The specific quality of the air and the specific weight of the sun as the body remembering something it was never taught it had lost. Now, I don't know if that's science, but standing in Accra at midday and sweating through everything that I was wearing, something in me was not uncomfortable. Something in me recognized it. So let your body have its adjustment. It's not failing you, it's catching you up. Truth number 7. The tourist map is missing half of Ghana. Here's how to find the other half. The tourist map of Accra has maybe a dozen stops. Independence Square, the Nkrumah Mausoleum, the Art Center, and maybe Lombardi Beach. Those are fine, do them. But you can feel the packaging. You can feel that these places were prepared for you. The real Accra is in the neighborhoods that didn't make the maps. Jamestown, one of the oldest parts of the city, a fishing community with a lighthouse, a boxing gym that has produced actual champions, fishermen who leave before dawn and come back with everything. The neighborhood has been there longer than most of the buildings that you'll photograph. That's where you'll start when someone asks you where the real Accra is. Here's how you find the other half of Ghana. Tell your guide explicitly, I want to see where people actually live. Not the brochure version, not the cleaned up version. Where do you eat? What neighborhoods are you from? What are you proud of that visitors usually miss? Hire a guide who was born in Accra, in Ghana, not someone who memorized a tour script. A human being whose grandmother told him stories. That's the difference between these two guides. One is a date and a measurement, and the other is a truth. Now, when you get to a real neighborhood, go slow. Observe before you reach. Greet before you photograph. Ask before you enter anyone's space. The communities that don't have pamphlets are the real reasons to go. If the neighborhood is in a brochure, it's been prepared for you. If it isn't, that's where you're actually going. Truth number 8. Cape Coast Castle is not a museum visit. It's a confrontation. Prepare for it. I want to talk to you about Cape Coast Castle, but I need for you to slow down first. So whatever it is that you think this is going to be, a landmark, an historical site, something to check off, I need you to let that go before you go there. This is not a museum. It's a crime scene. The Portuguese built it in 1555. The British expanded what they started. And for over 2 centuries, it served as one of the primary holding points of the transatlantic slave trade. Millions of humans, they were held in dungeons beneath that building. Men, women, and children in conditions that were not an accident of the time. It was designed. Specifically designed to extract humanity from a person before they were loaded onto a ship. And the warriors who resisted, the ones who fought back and they refused, they were pushed into a separate room. And the doors were sealed with no food and no water and no light until they stopped fighting, until they stopped breathing. And when you stand in that room, you are not reading about something that happened. You are standing where it happened. Now, practically, because how you prepare for Cape Coast determines how much you will actually receive from it. Cape Coast is about 3 hours from Accra. Do not day trip this. Stay overnight in the town. The castle needs a full morning, and your body and your mind will need the full afternoon. You cannot rush this and drive back to Accra. Book a guided tour, not the audio version, a human guide, ideally born in Cape Coast, someone who will tell you what the pamphlet does not say. The dates and measurements are in the brochure, but the weight of this is in the guide that you have. Go early in the morning, there's fewer crowds, there's more silence, more space for what you need to feel and what you need to process. Bring water, bring a journal, bring tissues. I don't care how composed you think you are, bring tissues. And this part is non-negotiable. Do not schedule anything for the afternoon after. Leave it open. You won't know what you need until you actually need it. There is a door at the end of the dungeon walk. They call it the door of no return. Now, millions of people walk through that opening and they never saw Africa again. Their children never saw Africa. Their grandchildren never saw Africa until us. And they renamed it. It's now the door of return. The renaming is not symbolic. It's an act of deliberate healing done for us by people who understood what we needed before we ever knew what we needed. Walk through it. Take as long as you need. The walls will speak to you. They spoke to us. Truth number 9. There are unwritten rules of Ghana. Some will embarrass you. You must pay the tuition. The first price to pay is the handshake. Ghana has a handshake, full handshake, slide to the fingers, finish with the snap, the middle finger snaps, then it's all done together simultaneously while maintaining the eye contact. That's important. It's smooth, it's fast, and it's deeply satisfying when you get it right. The first time I tried it in Accra, the young man I was greeting looked at me with the infinite patience of someone who has watched a lot of the diaspora return and attempt this handshake for the first time. He did it again, slowly for me. I got it on the third attempt, and he smiled like I had just passed the test that mattered to him. That one moment resonated with me more so than almost any other thing on my trip. So it's the embarrassment of getting these things wrong. That's the tuition. Pay it, don't skip it. The Ghanaians who correct you are doing you a favor. Receive it like you're one of them. Last one, and this is the one that actually matters. Practical first. Journal every day in Ghana. Not Instagram captions, not voice notes you'll never revisit, but paper and pen if you can. The feelings come fast and they layer on top of each other. And if you don't write them down, they'll merge into a general sense of that was something, and you'll lose the specific moments that needed to stay with you. Buy from local artisans, not the tourist shops near the landmarks. The quality difference is real, but more importantly, the money goes somewhere real. And before you get on the plane home, decide. Not think about, but decide. One thing you're going to do differently because of what you saw. One conversation that you're going to have. One thing you're going to teach your children, your family, whomever is in your life. This is one thing that changes. This is not optional. This is the assignment. These are my 10 truths about Ghana. All of them practical, some of them permanent, but none of them will stop you from going. I'm Gibbs, and this is I Travel for Culture. As always, we appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, but the links to our full Ghana documentaries are below. Accra, Cape Coast, the castle itself. And if you're serious about going, start there, then book the flight. And when you land in Accra, welcome home.